That is pot one. With France, they are the number one seeded team. Finland there as well did get an invite due to being in the final the previous time. We did extend invites to them and Brazil. Brazil B anyway, were champions, but Brazil did have to split up a little bit. Fiage and Brew went separate ways. Fiage now in Brazil B. So they had their invite rescinded, and then they did actually get back into the top four. So massive props to them. And in Germany and in third as well. Argentina were holding at fourth place on the automatic invite pretty much all the way throughout all the pre-qualifier stage in the seeding process. So did just drop out the last second. Got to play the Scottish team, which was very good for them. That was a great experience. Vietnam, Chile, and Spain rounding out pot one. And in pot two, we have Russia, China in there in pot two. Of course, that's one of the teams that did spend most of their time spending in Arabia and Nomad lobbies. Didn't really try hard for the seed at all. That's why they're in pot two. Mexico, USA, Canada, Poland, Austria, and UK just holding on to their pot T. Pot T, pot two status. Pot T. There's a couple of players in the UK team that are rather potty. Pot three is Argentina B. Turkey's in there, and that is how you spell Turkey according to the UN these days. Taiwan, Czech Republic, Mexico B, Australia, Norway, and France B with the biggest surprise out of all of the qualifiers, knocking out Finland B. And because they get to take their seed and they move up to pot three. Probably, no disrespect to France B, it's probably going to be the team that most other opponents are going to be wanting. Norway, of course, the big favourites probably coming from pot three that most teams want to avoid, but some other great teams in there: Taiwan, Czech Republic, Australia, potentially one of the most organised teams in the tourney as well. Pot four, we have Brazil B. Riet's in that team, but has not played so far, but that does have the age in it now. Alive is in there, Jose, aka Petito, and some others. Vietnam B, also China B in pot four, kind of crazy. Probably one of the put Turkey, but not Czechia. Czech Republic is still the UN name, as far as I'm aware, but Turkey isn't. Turkey like that is actually the official name. It should have the two dots, so yeah, that's right, Philippe. You've been very quiet on the Discord the last few days. I was starting to get concerned about you. Sweden is also in pot four, very convincing. Italy, Denmark did sneak in with a 3-2 over Japan in the qualifiers. Fantastic job by them. Germany B got in. Czechia is official as well. Oh god. Good job of done this then. Do you not just love the consistency? Do you not love the consistency? Germany B did sneak in over Germany C. There was a little bit of an internal battle for that B or C title, but they did end up beating the C team. That was Andorran, NC guys. Ended up winning that win 3-0, and India sneak in as seed 32. Okay, I guess the main thing, is there any questions? Welcome to the Rapture. Are you ready? We can get started on pot four. That is what we're going to do. We're going to work our way up. Pot four, pot three, into pot two, then into pot one. You're going to have to speak in English, my man. 14. 14 in chat, please. The balls are being mixed. 14, 14, 14, 24. 14 written out. Balls are being rigged. It's almost like I've done this before. Draw on screen? Jive, come on, mate. Are you... Bruv. Do you honestly think I'm gonna... Bruv. Draw on screen. Shaking my head. Heated balls. Now, if I was going to do it, that probably would be the way. That probably would be the way. So it'll take a couple of seconds to come in. As I said, I'm not going to look at the balls. The balls are all in here. We'll start with Group A from pot 4. The first one out is number 2. So that is Vietnam B. And once it's going to come in, it should come up in my screen. Very simple. There it is. Easy, right? Very easy. Again, not looking. I fondle the balls. I don't look. Next one is out. Into Group B. That is number 7. But it's just going to be the Laka guys. And they're going to be going into Group B. Okay, Group C next. I think it's gonna be Italy. Just have a feeling. So I need number 5. It's not gonna be number 5. Group C is gonna be number 1, and that is Brazil B. Mooses, that's probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. Okay, so that's 3 down, right? Four down? Oh, one of them's still in here. Oh, one was out. You know what? We'll start again. One was out from the example. We'll start again. A rapture. Let's start again. One of them wasn't in. I'll delete them. Kick. This has been the best time to get teething problems. It's always at the beginning, right? And who cares about pot 4 teams? Germany B. Scrubs. Okay, we'll start again. Group A is China B. We definitely have all 8 in now. China B, Group A. It did when did it happen? Was it the World Cup or the Euros that they even done it wrong? Number 6. That is Denmark into Group B, number 6. I can't remember if it was the World Cup or the Euros. Yep, Denmark indeed salad. And there's number 5, and that's going to be into Group C. I think that was the one I said as well. It was written in the stars. Italy into Group C. The balls will be fondled a little bit more. And that's going to be Sweden into Group D. Funnily enough, does have the yellow there. Pog. Okay, there's definitely 4 in here. So we're good. Next one out is Vietnam B once again. Well, going to be going into Group E. Three left. And that is Brazil B. Should be going into Group F. And last 2, we have India. Going to be going into Group G. And confirming the last one there, the Laka guys. Saving the best for last. Germany B going into Group H. Oh my god, Latte emotes getting spanned. So we go. So China, the one that most teams want to avoid in your China B. Denmark in Group B, also in the red. Man, the colours have actually lined up super nice here. Denmark get red. Italy get green. Sweden get yellow. I guess orange for Germany's kind of bad. But it's quite nice to look at. Okay, so pot 3 coming up next. If you haven't looked at it already, there is pot 3. I do have some more overlays prepared for this one, so we'll probably... I'm probably going to milk it a little bit more from now on, guys. I'm probably going to milk it a little bit more. I'm sorry to say. Anyway, let's get back to the main page. First one out of pot 3, going to be going into Group A. That's Mexico B. And it's going to be Mexico B going in with China B. And in Group B, number 7, that is going to be Norway. Norway going in there with Denmark. Oh boy, oh boy. And Norway, one of the more interesting teams in the full tournament, with Viper and NBL going to be leading the way. Keller's there as well. And then the fourth player is a little bit more of a question mark. We can see Buddy has been playing quite a bit. Tor has been there. Axminator and Vevi have been there, but not too sure how much they've been practicing. I think it's mainly going to be the top 5 there, but Norway getting in the same group with Denmark. And we could potentially have Finland coming in from pot 1 as well. Oh boy, oh boy. That would be very, very fun indeed. Okay, going into Group C now. Who's going to be landing with the Italians? It is number 8. That is France B. As I said, did make it into the main event after beating Finland B 3-2. So congratulations to France B. Just being here is honestly a massive achievement. Hopefully they can get the best result that they can. Okay, Group D is going to be number 6. That's going to be the Aussies. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. And the Aussies probably, like I said, one of the best prepared teams in the full tournament. Massive squad. Zayn did get added the other day, but they've got Robo. If there's anyone, I don't think anyone will be more prepared than Robo, but had a decent enough performance against France C. Maybe one shaky game in the beginning, but did look good in the end. You know, Zombie, Razor, Chris, and Robo playing the majority of the games there. And maybe we'll even get to see Shed. But hopefully they're going to be doing the country proud in the green and gold. Okay, into the last 4 now from pot 3. And that's going to be number 4. That is going to be Czechia, Czech Republic, led by Somero. And that's going to be with Vietnam B, if we take a quick look at the Czech Republic team. Somero, Skull, Dratic, Ovenka, very, very strong squad. Pren in there, bit of a Nomad specialist as well. And then Yannick did get added to... I know Bullet Chen is having some serious emotions over that one. Expecting Yannick to do crazy things on Team Islands. No Draken, unfortunately. Drakon is not involved. I know there's some other old school names not there, but I think Czech Republic could have a real good tournament. I feel like they could have a real good tournament. And I'm looking forward to watching them. Of course, won the Silver League in the last edition, so I think they should have good expectations for themselves. I know they've been practicing quite a bit, and, you know, we'll see. We will see. Okay, 3 left from pot 3 then. Let's get back over to the main draw screen. Who are we going to get? Brazil B's group now in Group F, and that's going to be number 3. That's going to be Taiwan. Taiwan A. Taiwan B to just match off with Argentina B in the last qualifier there. It looked like a close series, in all honesty. Taiwan B put in a good performance. You've put Taiwan into Group G, Thomas. If you can just put them into Group F. And then I can delete. Yeah. Perfect, thank you. And there's the Taiwan team. Dragon's going to be there, is going to help with the translation. But Cloud, C40, Demon Sheep, Albus, and Prids, I have been told, are like extremely famous League of Legends players, and I had like no idea. I had no idea. And like, Pete told me they were like world champion level. Like, so let's see what this team can do if they can get brought up to speed. And Sorokuma, of course, rounding off the group as well. But if you get them on Nomads, you get them on the crazy maps. If you're going to play them on maps where they're going to have the ability to go for crazy forwards and trushes, all the best. That's going to be a difficult team to play against. And I play a lot of team games together, so I'm interested to see how Taiwan will do. I have high hopes for them. Yeah. That's all I've got in Taiwan. Okay, 2 left. India's group next, and then Germany B. 2 balls left in here. I think Argentina and Turkey both left over. That is number 1. And that's Argentina B. They're going to be going into India's group. And Argentina B just missing out on pot 2 in the end. But got a very solid team here. Mostly dark side players. Did have to play their final qualifier today without Capoch. But Berry, Twig, Levi, aka Pella, and Carbo, the very famous footballer. They've got a deep team. Obviously, Capoch's not involved with the A squad. A squad have a bit of a, they've been playing together for years. I think if they can get Capoch integrated pretty well, he wasn't involved today, they could still spring some results. And we do have 1 left, and that should be Turkey. And it is number 2, so that is Turkey. They're going to go into Group H. And obviously, everyone knows what's going on in Turkey at the moment. We did give them an extension to get this done over the last kind of, the previous round to get played. Vietnam C did end up conceding the series anyway. And then we had a bit of a crazy rush to get this trying played over the last couple of days. Not an easy situation to deal with. Yeah, there's not too much I can say about it. It's really difficult. I hope all the individuals on the team are doing well. Hope all their families are doing all right. And, hopefully things do start to improve over the next 3 weeks. But yeah, that does conclude the pot 3. We're going to be going into pot 2 next. And things are going to start to get pretty spicy in the next couple of seconds. Oh boy, we get China B, Mexico B in the same group, Norway and Denmark, bit of a Scandinavian derby, even Battle of the Urals there, France B and Italy. Australia and Sweden, that one's going to be a very fun one to schedule. Czech Republic and Vietnam B, Taiwan and Brazil B, that's looking like a very solid group in Group F. Argentina B and India, and then Turkey and Germany B. Look at see, this is the consistency. I've not put the proper spelling of Turkey on the the overlay. It's all good. Okay, going to go into pot 2 now. Dirty balls coming out. The balls are getting cleaned. And this pot does contain Russia, China A, Mexico A, USA, Canada, Poland, Austria, and UK. So big North America representation here. Let's see who goes where. First one up is Group A. And that is going to be number 6. Number 6, and that's going to be Poland. Now, I have big expectations for Poland, honestly. I think they could be pretty big underdogs. Where is my Poland overlay? Here we go. So Poland have a really nice squad. Typical kind of El Nino, Jack Satoshi, and Jam Jack do play team games very often. Barrels is introduced as well, and Arg, also a 2K1 player, but I really like the introduction of Barrels in terms of what he can bring to the team, especially in certain maps, closed maps, Arena, and Black Forest, of course, but I see they've been practicing a decent amount. I know they're kind of like at the bottom of this team in terms of seeding, but I'm excited to see where Poland kind of land. I wish them all the best and hope they do well. This is a crazy depth that we have in a tournament, like down at 14th, and these are the kind of players that we do have. It's insane. Alrighty, back to the draw. So first one out. This is going to be Group B. I don't know who's going to want to go in this one with Norway. Norway's going to make it difficult for any Pot 2 team. But bring on a challenge, I guess. And that is going to be number 8. Ooh. That is going to be the UK team. That is going to be the UK team. They are the bottom seeded team in Pot 2. And that is led by the Carrots. That's King Boo, State Cappy, and Dervoy. Hallis is in this one. This is not poor UK. This is not a Microsoft-led tournament. So Hallis can play, which is nice. We got the Black Forest Specialists and Nick and Vegeta, and then JBR as team captain. Rigged for Viper Squad? I know, map packs, right? UK used to being bottom is no big deal. God. Yikes. Okay, Group C next. Group C. Now that's going to be number 5. That is Canada. Canada getting slotted in there with France, B, and Italy. That's going to be an interesting one to communicate between Canada and France, B. I don't know if do we have any French Canadians on Canada? I generally do not know, but they're slotted into Group C. Got a massive squad here, led the way by Slam, team captain. Hera's in the team as well. Oh, that's meant to be longer than 5 seconds. Hang on, let me just do something quickly. Yeah, okay, it's not going to do it anymore. Chris is in there. We're good. We're good. The animation's stopped. You've said that before? What did I say before? Survivalist didn't play any of the qualifiers. Rat is there as well. Tigger, Silver Star, Dave is in. Dave Chad's in chat. And then Rose signed up. And then that was all the confirmation that we needed. Who is Rose? It's been the question that so many community members have had for the last number of months. It turned out Rose was Mentalist all along, and Mentalist is back as well for this one. Now, Canada with a full strength team could be very, very naughty and a difficult one to deal with. Again, probably another team with massive potential, seeding 13th here. How far can they go? How many games is Dave going to play? How many games is he going to carry on Nomad? All questions I want to find out. Who was Team Vibes? I want to root for them. I would say this team has pretty big vibes. Honestly, I think this team has pretty big vibes. Sorry. Okay, Group D with Australia and Sweden next. I have USA vibes. And it's actually going to be Russia. Russia going into Group D with Australia and Sweden. They're actually the top seeded team from Pot 2. That's actually a more difficult thing to say than I realized. Russia, where are you guys? Yep, seed number 9. Vinchester, Ripard, Dark, Good Game, and Captain Warrior. Now, Warrior did represent Ukraine for World Cup 2v2, but he has been representing Russia in, what was he, AoE Olympics, and very much involved with Russian community. So we said can represent Russia as long as he does for any future tournaments we host as well. So we're happy for that one. Certainly massive precedent for him to represent Russia. Okay, 4 left. Group E now. Who's in Group E? Czech Republic and Vietnam. China still here. So the one that everybody wants to avoid, and there it is, China A. Gonna go into Group E. I'm sorry, Samero. Samero, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. You can blame them. China A. And that is Mr. Yo, Vivi, Tim, and Lix. Really, really solid team. Yo didn't play yesterday. Do not have the new signed up player, some 1700 player. I have no idea who he is, and one of the biggest favorites. One of the biggest favorites going into the tournament, of course, are China A. But still, Tim is a bit of a question mark. Tim is a bit of a question mark. And if anyone's wondering why China A are seed 10, they simply just did not. They did not really participate fully in the full seeding process. They weren't too bothered. They're too busy playing lobby games on Mega Random, Arabia, Nomad, and they probably think they're gonna just they can just play anyone and beat anyone. That's gonna be their mindset. Okay, 3 more to go from pot 2. So it's gonna be Taiwan and Brazil B. That is number 3, and that's going to be Mexico A. And there are Taiwan and Brazil B, so that's Mexico A. That's essentially the combi guys. Again, a very, very solid team. Seeded 11th here. Thank you for the raid, Sato. The alert's not going to come up. Welcome in, everybody, from France. Bonjour, salut. That's Uzi, Kingstone, Wobo, Mr. Oso, and Mariak. Honestly, a very, very solid team. Play a lot together, as you can see, all combi members. Let's see what they can do. Let's see what they can do. I think they do have some pretty decent potential here. I got 2 more teams from pot 2. USA and Austria. Okay, so Group G, who is it going to be? And it's going to be number 4, and that is going to be USA. And they're going to go in there with Argentina B and India. So a good solid draw for the USA team. And the US squad, as we have here. Again, another big, big team. Bloodless is in there. T90, Scotty, although not really played too much in the qualifiers. Don't really know how much they're going to play, but we will find out. Eli, Influenza, Daniel, of course, the highest rated player in the team, Illyrian, and Ike. So let's see how they gel. It's probably a pretty decent draw for them. They should be pretty happy with that. Seeded 12th. And they probably have some potential to get to the last 16, but as you can see from previous Nations Cups, they have a pretty good track record of getting to the last 16. So let's see what they can do. And of course, the last one out the notable performances NA will be Austria, which is number 7, and they're going to be slotted in there with Turkey and Germany B. Where is my Austrian team? Probably the team I am most looking forward to see play in the full tournament, provided we do get to see Illyrian. It's a very solid team. Of course, Freaking Andy had some great performances in the last week against ACCM. And GMB, his brother's in there, Freaking Chris, DM player. Of course, that's freaking Andy. Has been playing a lot over the years as well. Weary is signed up as part of the AM LB10 from NC. Tanks is in, and Bambinity. I have no idea how to say this name, but he is part of the OP team. Again, very, very solid team. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do, but I need to have Weary in there. I want to see how he's going to do, but it might even be... It might even be a group where Austria potentially do not need Weary. Now, no disrespect to the other teams. They might be good enough to get through Wearyless. They might be alright. So pot 1 team's coming up. Quick run through all of the groups. Did the first 2 advance? Yes, they do. The first 2. So Group A is Poland, Mexico B, China B. It's a tough group, in fairness, for everyone that's in there. UK, Norway, and Denmark in Group B. Canada, France B, and Italy in Group C. Russia, Australia, Sweden in Group D. Group E has China, Czech Republic, and Vietnam B. Group F has Mexico A, Taiwan, and Brazil B. Group G, USA, Argentina B, and India. And Group H, Austria, Turkey, and Germany B. 2 top teams will advance. The 2 bottom teams will drop into the Silver League. The way it's going to work, the Silver League will already be going on. 16 teams will progress from there. They'll play each other first versus second finishers. The 4th place finishers will then join the round after from this main event, and then the 3rd place finishers will join the week after that in the next round. So it'll be staggered a little bit as the teams join from the main event. But I'm looking forward to the Silver League and seeing who can drop in and can kind of focus in on that event there. Okay. The balls are getting cleaned. Most important one was double check there is 4. There is definitely 4. Definitely 8 in there. Have we got Group of Death potential here? I don't think we do. I don't think we do have Group of Death potential. There will be a Group of Death for some teams, and that every set will be competitive, but I don't think we have a Group of Death. I don't think we do. Group F looks strong. I think it's difficult for them. Yeah, they'll be competitive. They'll be competitive games for each other, but I don't necessarily call it a Group of Death. But that level between Mexico, Taiwan, and Brazil B is probably relatively small. Well, of course, China's going to be in a hard group. Okay, pot 1 teams. Who's going to be first out? It's actually number 5, and that's going to be Argentina A. They're going to be slotted into Group A. Argentina A going to get slotted in there. There's a look at the A squad. These guys, of course, have been playing for a long time together. Just missed out on the automatic qualification, so did have to qualify. You did fuck off. Okay, it's time for all of the Argentinians to leave. Preferably all the Brazilians as well. Well, the Argentinians, my internet's not going to work, and then I'll end up getting a power cut, and I'll blame that on Brazil. Okay, I was on Argentina A. We're not going to do a redraw, guys. Come on. We'll put them in the China A group. God. Okay, so FedEx, Lucky Rocks, Gary, and Deeker in this one. We can see the Argentina A have a pretty good pedigree of finishing quite high up, although they have been technically regressing, right? 3rd, 7th, and 8th. I think they'll have pretty high expectations. Obviously, Argentina, one of the nations with the best depth in probably all of Age of Empires. I think we went up to Argentina K So yeah, there'll be a full country behind it. There'll be a full country behind this team. Okay, I'm so glad I added the Elmos there. Right, praise Emu! Exclamation mark! Praise Emu! Literally, why no hot emote? I actually want the Elmos there to like to be more of the huh. Praise Emu! Yeah, praise Emu, man. Okay, Group B as number 2. Number 2, guys. Number 2. That is going to be the Finns. That is going to be Finland. We have the Scandi Wars going on. We have the Scandi Wars going on. That is amazing. Get fucked UK. And I'm just kidding on. That is a bad draw for the UK team. And I can't wait to see this group. I cannot wait to see this group. Finland, of course, do look very interesting these days. We, of course, did get an invite becoming a finalist, and they do have Valis now, and it's probably going to be Valis, the Max, Rubenstock, and Valis playing most of the games. Not seen Zuppy around, as far as I'm aware. Finland do want to be going for the win now. Round to 16, 14, third, second. Instead of regressing, they've been progressing, and I think they're going to be going for the win. But Group B, looking very, very interesting there. Finland, UK, Norway, and Denmark. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, really, boy. 2 pills, 2. Sorry, we the court. I'm sorry. God. I'm getting called out. Okay, Group C, guys. Canada, France, and Italy. If I can get it. It's actually going to be number 1. That's going to be France. So, God, all the Frenchies in here. France A, Canada, and France B. Holy. Double France, triple France. It's triple France. So literally triple France. Satil, Clément, Margugu, Cicelet, Siskan, and Baba in here. Good solid team. Number 1. See the team out the full tournament. Margugu, wrong sign. I actually thought about it today. I changed this overlay yesterday, and then I was like, you know what? I cannot be fucked to change that. I was like, I'm not gonna go and change the logo to Fox for the sake of some reprobate in Twitch chat. That's a lot. You've got the wrong logo for Margugu. Fuck me. But yeah, seeded 1. Let's see what they can do. Big expectations. Maybe France B will just donate some points to them. That would be very controversial. But you're a reprobate on stream? To be honest, you're right. I can't really even deny that. Can't even deny it. But France, Canada B, France B, Italy. What a group. That's going to be very interesting in there. And it's a tough draw from Italy. Very tough draw. But all the draws are going to be tough. Okay, Group D. I have Germany vibes. I don't know why. I just feel like it's going to be Germany, but it's not. It's going to be Spain. Spain going to be going into the Group D with Russia, Australia, and Sweden. Number 8. Led the way by Tato. We do have Lan in there. They'll be playing together in the qualifiers. And then, besides Tato and Lan, it's a little bit of a question mark of who's really going to be the third and the fourth, and who's going to step up to closer to their level. Of course, Tato and Lan is insane. We have Tamati, very good players, around about 2k2-ish, more Money Melon and Real, and around 2k1. But and they've been playing a lot together. Let's see what they have. I don't know what their kind of hopes and ambitions are, but Tato is essentially a very good player to have lead your team. Very good strategist, and can play a variety of positions in the team as well. Let's see what he can do. I didn't include most of the 2v2 World Cup. Do you know how much time it takes to go through every fucking team more? Do you know how much time I spent in Wikipedia looking at all this shit? I don't have time to fucking do it for every fucking team. You want to know how much time I spent making these stupid overlays? Too long. For what? Okay, last 4 here. Okay, number 6. Going into Group E. And that's Vietnam. So we got another double here. Vietnam A. Jesus. Huh? Around 25 minutes? Yeah, times that by like 10. And then times that by 5. So Vietnam A, China, Czech Republic, and Vietnam B. Sumeru. Can someone check in Sumeru, please? Can someone check in Sumeru? Okay, last 3. He's not responding. He might genuinely be dead. He might genuinely be dead. Thanks for the sub, Exocept. Much appreciated. Okay, Group F, Mexico, Taiwan, and Brazil B now. Moving to Japan. Number 7, that's going to be Chile. Also rip Taiwan. Or I guess rip the rest of them. F? Are you kidding? Group F. Group F, Thomas. You've put them into Group G. Mexico, Taiwan, and Brazil. Sorted. So Wazepi, Whitecourt, Sobek, Nero, Filipsic, and Noisic. Lots of honor players in here. Let's see what they can do. Seeded 7th out the field tournament. That'll be an interesting one to see what they can do in the main event. And we should have them there. There we go. Group F. I'm not controlling the groups. I always miss Group F. What the fuck? If you want to know who to throw your tomatoes at, it's this guy here with the VIP badge. That's who you. Don't blame me. Blame Wikipedia volunteers. That is what all the best tournament hosts do. Okay. Who have we got left? Germany and Brazil, right? Germany and Brazil E. And that's going to be number 3. Now that's going to be the Germans. Oh boy, Germany and USA. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I like the look of that. I like the look of that one. It could be a tough group. Where is Germany, eh? Historical matchup, exactly. Philippe in there from NC. Running. Nelly is in from GL. Chaos, Target, Anatov, and Jordan. Very solid team. Big question marks on how much Jordan's going to play. But I have big hopes and expectations for Germany. I think Nelly's gonna have a really good tournament. Anatov, one of the biggest and best team game players in the world, running, getting introduced to it a little bit, and you have Chaos, Philippe, even Target. I'm interested. I'm interested to see how they're gonna do, and I think they can do top 4. I think they can do top 4. We will see. Meaning our last one here should be Brazil. Number 4. Brazil A, going into Group H. Technically our defending champions. They were, of course, Brazil B. In the last one, we flip over to the team. Miguel, Dogal, Fire, and Goku. So they did have Fiage and Bra, but they have swapped the team. Bra and Fiage left. Fire, Goku came in. Again, Miguel, Dogal, two very good players. Goku, a very good team game player. Then Fire's kind of like in between both of them. But you can see in the previous Nations Cup records, I actually do have the 2v2 World Cup performance for Brazil. So get wrecked, whoever I missed it out for. Second and fourth, fifth and sixth, first and fourth. You can see that's the performance of A and B. Very, very good. Read the Nations Cup logo tier list. I don't know what my favourite one is. I think, honestly, I actually really like the UK one. But then I'm probably having flashbacks of, like, imperialism and whatnot. Okay, so let's have a total overview of the groups. Group A, Argentina A led the way. Poland, Mexico B, and China B in there. It's actually a very, very solid group. Going to be quite difficult for nearly every game's going to be a battle in there. Every game's going to be a battle. Archfrost, thanks for the subscription as well. Much appreciated. If you can donate to the prize pool, it's on the Matcherino page. Let me just flip back over to there quickly before we get into the rest of the teams. It's not Turkey, it's Turkey, by the way. Yeah, thanks for that. Thank you. Is it still at 15,302? Come on, guys, get your wallets out. Like I said, you can do these free tasks on the right-hand side. Has anyone done the free tasks since I asked? Not a single person. I'm going to give admin loss to everybody here. Absolute shambles. I'm going to give absolute shambles. V-Powder. Hang on, I've got an email. I've got an emote for you. There you go, Bav. Okay, Group B. The Scandinavian group. Technically, the Nordics as well with Finland. They're not actually a Scandinavian nation. Finland, UK, Norway, and Denmark. Going to be a real struggle for the UK to make it through in that one, but who knows? There is still question marks with the Norway fourth. And probably UK probably do want to go for closed maps, which is Norway's preference. So could be an interesting one there. They obviously want to make use of the godlike player that is Fangita. That's going to be a flashback there, Fangita versus the Viper. I know Fangita does want revenge on him. Been clinching onto that for years. Group C has France A, Canada in there, France B, and Italy. Again, going to be a tough group. Would be expecting France and Canada make it through, and Italy, France B. I think either team could finish third, but probably Italy have a little bit more experience at a top level. Spain, Russia, Australia, and Sweden in Group D. Honestly, I think every team will fancy their chances in Group D. I could see any of those teams progressing to the last 16. Even Sweden. No offense to the Swedes. I think they're a very good team. I think they'll be challenging to beat. But I can see them taking games or potentially winning sets against Spain and Russia. Same kind of goes for Australia. It's an interesting group. It's a really interesting group. Probably the most interesting group that I actually look at it. Group E is Vietnam A, China, Czech Republic, and Vietnam B. Going to be great for scheduling for Vietnam, China. Not so much for Czech Republic, but that's the luck of the draw. Unfortunate for them, but maybe they can defend the Silver League crown if they do not make it through to the last 16. Group F, we have Chile, Mexico, Taiwan, and Brazil B. It's a very, very competitive group and kind of similar to Group D. I do not have a big estimation who could go through. I feel like it could be any team, but Mexico and Chile probably just a slight edge ahead of the rest of them. But they could potentially have games dropped. So maybe they play all free format, could come in pretty important there. Group G, we have Germany A, USA, Argentina B, then India. Don't really see Germany getting too troubled there, but that second spot could be interesting and will likely come down to the USA, Argentina B, and then India. Be looking to pick up some games here and there. Get it. If you get 1-1, all you got to do is maybe lose the other sets 2-1, and that could be enough. But yeah, that's going to be a big battle between USA and Argentina B, most likely. Group H, we have Brazil, Austria, Turkey, and Germany B. And I like the look of the group. I don't know how it's going to go for Austria. We'll see if Weary is going to be involved. But I like the look of all groups.